Yep, just be careful. Don't move a lot back there, okay? OMG Nation, I am on a 2023 Harley Davidson Street Glide 120th anniversary 114, and I have Mrs. OMG on the bike with me. I tell you what, right off the bat, this little guy's got some power. I was just kind of excited to get on it. It's extremely windy. As you can tell, look at my arms. I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man over here. It's extremely windy out here today. Man, I love this Batwing fairing. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, I know it's always road glide versus street glide, but the Batwing fairing, really and truly, it just takes all the wind off of you, all the wind buffering off of your forehead. Is it buffering or buffeting? I can never remember. Ryan, yeah.
You want? I don't lean with you. I sit.
No, you just sit still. You want to say hi?
Huh?
Look in the mirror. It's the Street Glide, the Harley Davidson 120th anniversary 114. Here we go. Woo, this 114 gets up, baby. This bad boy's got some power. I love it, guys. I love it. Little lane change over here. Over here. Get past this bus and we're going right back. Dip in the road. Oh man, that felt great right there. I tell you what, these Harley Davidsons, man, they have really, the suspension that this bike comes with, it's great suspension. It's a whole lot better than the 2006 Blue Ghost that I'm used to. But this is Mrs. OMG's first time on a Street Glide with me. It's first time riding two up, you know, on anything other than the Blue Ghost. I mean, really and truly, I hope they let us kind of get on it a little bit. Goose it just a little bit. Come on, guys. We need to feel the power. I wonder if we're gonna get on the interstate. Looks like we got us a right turn. Got us a right turn. You okay back here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
You like this?
I miss it.
She says she misses it, in case you guys didn't hear that. There we go. I mean, I didn't really goose it too much. I just gave it a little bit of power just to kind of get myself up to speed. But on this little ride right here, they already told us no passing and no getting crazy and doing all that stuff, or you can just get off and sit on the side of the road, which, hey, I don't blame them. These bikes belong to Harley Davidson, and they're just letting people demo ride them, which is kind of cool. But still, man, I'm such a big fan of this Street Glide. This is why I always have the big problem of road glide versus Street Glide. I've got it too, guys, because I mean, I've said it before, it's really, really difficult for me to discover a defining difference between the two other than just the fairing. You know, from the neck back, they're the same bike anyways. And this bike right here, I know that everybody says, which I haven't been in the rain yet. I have my rain jacket on because there's a chance of rain, but I know that everybody says that with the Batwing fairing, you can duck down and you don't get any rain on you, which is great. And then the road glide, you know, I haven't been in the rain with either fairing, so I don't know for certain. You guys tell me in the comments. You let me know, what do you think? Let's just say rain wise, the shark nose or the Batwing? Which one keeps the most moisture, the most rain off of you? My voice just cracked. You know, I was watching someone's channel the other day, and they were saying that one of the things that they couldn't tell a whole lot of difference from was between the 107 and the 114. I don't know. I mean, I understood exactly what they were saying, but I do feel like that they're very similar in torque, you know, in throttle response and all that. But I really feel like that the 114, that I can barely tell. I mean, there's a little bit of difference at least to me. But I don't know. I believe if I had the choice and it was going to be a financial choice, then I would say, hey, it's going to be the 107. But if I didn't care at all, then it could be the 114. Boy, those potholes right there almost got me. They threw me off big time. What'd you say? Did I see what?
The big old dude in that small car.
That's one of my favorite things. Those 3 bikes that just rode past us. I guess 1, 2, 5 bikes that just rode past us. They all rev bombed us a little bit. That's the hello. Harley Davidson hello is what that is. If you're unfamiliar, if you are riding up next to somebody and you can't give them the wave, then that's the I'm working my clutch. All right, this was a fantastic little short ride. I appreciate you guys watching this quick demo ride of the Street Glide Harley Davidson 120th Anniversary 114.
Man, I tell you what, guys, the 2023 120th Anniversary Street Glide in heirloom red fade. What can I say about the Street Glide that I haven't said in many videos? This is not going to be a video on specs. If you want specs on this bike, you can go to Harley Davidson's website and get specs. You can go to your local dealer and get specs. This part of the video is going to be, how did I feel on that bike? What were the thoughts going through my head when I was riding that bike? Well, first off, the first thing that I know, and I've said this before in other videos, so if you're new here, you haven't heard this, is red, it's my least favorite color. On the color spectrum, it is my least favorite color. But this red, brother, let me just tell you, this red was amazing looking. Must have been painstaking hours for someone to design this particular color, because I thought it looked incredible. And what do I always say? They knocked it out of the park with that color. The Milwaukee 8 114. That engine scoots, guys. It's got a lot of power. It's got a lot of torque. Even though I wasn't able to get up to the top end speed, I know that thing can haul. I know it can fly. You know, I think maybe 45 miles an hour as fast as I got the bike up to. I can't remember. Absolutely just a fun bike to ride. I will tell you guys this. I'm 5'10", and I think my inseam is somewhere around 29 or 30. I could flat foot on this Street Glide. I could flat foot both sides. It was a very comfortable ride for me. It was a very comfortable riding position. My legs were in a comfortable spot. My arms were stretched out in a comfortable spot. It was easy to maneuver the bike. I never felt like that I couldn't maneuver the motorcycle because the way the motorcycle was built in position, the way that my seating was positioned, I never felt like I could not maneuver that motorcycle because of my seating position. So that was a really positive thing on that. Oh, here's something that was pretty cool too. So I got a little bit of experience with, everybody's always talking about that on the Street Glide, the fairing, when it's windy, it causes you to shake and move. Guys, not one single time, and it was very windy out there. It was very windy, and I never felt, not one single time, I never felt the wind trying to twist the fairing and try to pull it out of my hands at all. I just never felt it. So, you know, could it be different on the interstate? Absolutely, it could be, but my personal experience that day on that particular Street Glide, I did not feel it. And it's still, the fairing felt so light in my hands. The fairing felt so light when I was riding and maneuvering and turning and leaning. And speaking about leaning, the lean angle on that bike, I felt like I could lean and lean and lean. I just felt like I could lean for days on that bike, man. So here's two things that I'm gonna kind of mix together. The cool factor on that Street Glide. The cool factor with that paint. And the Batwing fairing. What can you say about the Batwing fairing? It's iconic. You look at the Batwing fairing and you automatically think iconic Harley Davidson. And that color makes the Batwing fairing pop like you would not believe. And the cool factor, that's one of the things, whether people want to admit it or not, when they buy a motorcycle, when they buy a Harley, when you purchase a car, whatever, when you're sitting on that bike, you want to feel good. You want that bike to make you feel good. You want to feel cool. You want that bike to make you look cool. You can say, no, I don't need a bike to make me look cool. Don't lie. Because if you put on a shirt or if you buy a shirt, you're selling something. You're selling yourself. When you buy a motorcycle and you say, man, I love that color. You love that color because you think, man, I would look good on that color. Or, you know, like me for the OMG, I say, man, I'd make that color look so much better with me sitting on it. But guys, I'm just telling you, the cool factor, it was like on a scale from 1 to 10, easily a 10 on that bike, big time. So here's the question of the day. Would I buy that bike in that color? The 120th anniversary. If I was buying a Street Glide, absolutely. I would buy that bike in a heartbeat. That bike was so much fun to ride. It was so balanced. And I've said this before on the Street Glide. I pull up to red lights and the bike just wants to sit straight up. It does not want to fall over. It never feels like it wants to fall over. When I counter steer on that bike, man, it just leans into the turns and it feels so good. It feels so solid. I feel like I have total control over that motorcycle at all times with that Batwing fan. Guys, if you had not already, like this video, please consider subscribing and keep it old school. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Stall.
So guys, if you haven't watched the footage, then that won't
Say bye, Hardy.
Bye, Hardy.
Oh, this is recorded, by the way.
I didn't think it wasn't recorded.
Okay. Just checking.